Good morning, this is Tim McGowan with the Finance News Network. US equities closed higher in Friday trading, fractionally off their best levels. Stocks rallied in response to a new round of bank earnings and promising economic data as fears of a 100 basis point rate hike from the Fed Reserve subsided. The Dow Jones Industrial Average popped around 2.15%, the S&P 500 jumped 1.92%, and the Nasdaq Composite bounced 1.79%. Despite Friday's rally, all major averages closed out the week with losses. A new round of bank results from Wells Fargo and Citigroup offered further insights into the state of the economy. Wells Fargo popped about 6%, even as quarterly profits declined 48% and the bank set aside funds for bad debts. Citigroup soared 13% as it beat estimates and benefited from a rising rate environment. Along with French bank earnings, encouraging US economic data was in focus today. June retail sales and preliminary July consumer sentiment was also above expectations. Friday's results motivated a broad-based rally across the S&P 500, with all major sectors ending the session in positive territory. Financials jumped 3.5%, boosted by surging bank shares, while the healthcare sector bounced about 2.5% following strong earnings results from United Health. Battered tech stocks also jumped on Friday. Meta Platforms gained 4.2%, Salesforce 3.9% and Amazon 2.6%. Netflix soared 8%. United Health, JP Morgan Chase and American Express led the Dow's recovery, surging around 5% each. The coming week will be another 5 days packed full with a long list of issues for investors to consider. US earnings, global inflation, jobs, economic growth and more central bank decisions. 4 tech giants, Netflix, Tesla, Snap and Twitter, amongst the first big week of the US June's quarter reporting season, and they could very well set the tone for the season. June quarter earnings are forecast to have risen by 5.1% according to FactSet, while the actual rise was around 4.2% as of Friday, after 7% of the S&P 500 companies have already reported. During the coming week, 73 S&P 500 companies, including 7 Dow 30 components, are due to report results for the second quarter. In currency news, the US dollar's strong recent appreciation has attracted very little global attention. The US dollar has been on a major surge against global currencies in the past year, recently hitting levels not seen in 20 years. In short, continued US dollar strength could complicate the outlook for the economy and markets. The risks are particularly acute for those developing countries already facing the clear and present dangers of crisis over the economy, energy, food and debt. The recent performance of emerging markets versus US dollar only highlights this risk. The risk is that multiplying country cases of economic and financial instability can merge into a bigger, more dangerous combination of damaged global growth, debt defaults and social, political and geopolitical instability. One Australian dollar has strengthened slightly compared to the US dollar on Friday, buying 67.94 US cents. Gold prices eased on Friday and posted its 5th straight weekly loss as expectations of a sizable rate hike by the US Federal Reserve powered the dollar and eroded bullion's appeal. Spot gold firmed overnight but lost about 2% this week. Silver was up 2%. Iron ore futures are pointing to a 0.7% rise. A rout in the copper market deepened on Friday, with the price of the world's most important industrial metal sliding below $7,000 a tonne for the first time since November 2020 as recession fears grip markets. The benchmark copper contract on the London Metal Exchange slipped 1.6% as a slowdown concerns intensified after weak economic data from China. The drop put copper on the course for the worst weekly loss since the depths of the coronavirus pandemic in March 2020. Oil prices gained 2.5% on Friday after US officials told Reuters that an immediate Saudi oil output boost was not expected, and as investors question whether OPEC has the room to significantly ramp up crude production. The SPI futures are pointing to a 0.9% gain on the ASX this morning. In Australia this week, the minutes from the RBA's last meeting are out tomorrow, and a speech by Governor Lowe on Wednesday are likely to reiterate the RBA's upbeat view on the economy. This week also sees the release of some more production and sales reports from resource companies. The most important will be the full financial year data on production and sales from BHP tomorrow, and Woodside and Santos could release their June quarter and half year figures this week as well. The sales figures will be huge. This is Tim McGowan for the Finance News Network. Have a great day.